Oh, man. Big noise.
Okay, so one thing I always wanted to know, what made you stop playing football though? 'Cause I never got to see you play, but everybody that did, they talk about, you were pretty legit.
Yeah, well, I was at Union all the way up to my 8th grade year, and they real big and good at football. So we moved out to Central. Central was trash basically at football when I was here. So I was like, nah, I'm just going ahead and start playing basketball at Central. So I stopped playing football once I came to Central my 9th grade year.
Golly, he cut and dry. We were struggling at that time.
We were struggling big time, man.
But your senior year, I remember you were on the fence whether to go out or not go out. And then I guess ultimately you decided not to.
Yeah.
First of all, what made you even think about doing that late in the game? Was some coaches or your peers leaning on you? And then what made you be like, nah, I'm cool?
It was for the love of the game, and then Terrence was playing, and then Chris Watson went out there, so I went out there with my boys, and then it was the summer before my senior year. I went out there during the summer, had 2-a-days, and then I got a couple of phone calls, well, probably more than a couple, saying, hey, man, if you get hurt, you know what I'm saying, you can be done with football and basketball. So that's when I stopped playing football and then just focused on basketball.
I got you. All right, so the beginning of your sports background, how young were you when you started playing organized football or basketball?
Oh, man. Football, I started at Mighty Mike with the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
So about like 5, 6, and then played all the way up until my 8th grade year. So that was my first love. And then organized basketball, I didn't start playing organized basketball until my 8th, 9th grade year.
Would you say you were better at football than you were at basketball?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was natural?
Yeah, it was natural, yeah.
That's dope, man. Now, did you find it on your own, or one of your parents, both of your parents, put the ball in your hand and was like, yo, you going to do this right here?
No, I found it on my own. I just play around at the parks and stuff. And then I just started liking it a lot. You know what I'm saying? I saw myself getting better and better. So when I came to Central had a real good basketball program.
True.
So I said, all right, I'm going to switch over and play basketball instead.
Was it a culture shock coming over here from Union, or was it pretty much the same demographic?
It was different, man, for sure. It was different. Yeah, it was different. Coming through, getting checked, security check. Yeah, it was different my freshman year. I was like, man.
Would you say you adjusted pretty quickly, pretty easily, or did it take a minute?
Oh, yeah, I did. Because even though I went to Union, I didn't stay out there. You know what I'm saying? I grew up out north on Pine Street and then 30th and Lewis.
Oh, yeah. So
yeah, it's north. Yeah, so.
You already had some relationships over here with some people?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Who'd you know coming in?
I knew Watson coming in. Let's see. KP, I knew KP.
Yeah.
Jackson, I saw every now and then. And then Montre Wayne, he was here.
For sure.
His freshman year. And then he bounced, went to East Central, so yeah.
Man, I'm going to tell you something. Me and Chris talk about it all the time. I think during the time that we were in high school, because we were just a year apart in school.
Yeah.
I think y'all's class was the tightest of all of them. You know what I mean? 06 was pretty tight too, but they weren't as deep.
Right.
And then we were all over the place, 07.
Yeah.
But y'all class, it was like 8, 9, 10 of y'all.
Oh, yeah.
And I just thought that was always cool. And it was clicked up, but it wasn't like y'all were together, but y'all weren't anti everybody else.
Right.
We just see them as about 4, 5, 6 of them. Let's dap them up. And then we see them in practice.
Yeah.
Red team versus the white team.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So your freshman team, though, it's another conversation me and Chris have all the time. In my mind, y'all were deep. But this dude, ball hog, shot up all the shots. And he be like, man, I swear, man, ask him. I didn't do that. I'm telling you. But when I watched y'all play, this sucker was the point hustler, man. So what's your recollection of that whole run?
On Watson?
Yeah.
Well, Watson, he came in with high expectations. I think he started varsity as a freshman, or played. He got some minutes as a freshman. So I mean, he's supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Be that alpha on the court with that high expectations because I think he was the only one playing freshmen. I know I came to a couple of practices my freshman year, and after that I was like, nah, I'm not doing this. I can wait. I can wait till next year. But Watson, I mean, yeah, Watson was it, man.
So some of the names I remember of that team: yourself, Chris Watson, Terrence Henderson, uh, Kendall Purnell, Kendall Driver.
Yeah,
I think Diamond was playing with y'all at that time.
yeah.
Sam Turner, Jackson Bryce. It was like
Rayon.
Rayon was. I
Yeah.
forgot about that. He was over here. Good Lord, man.
Yeah.
So, what about your? So we're gonna fast forward through that. Your sophomore year. Now you playing JV. You dress varsity here and there, and you playing for Coach Carter.
Right.
You know what I mean, Mr. Controversial.
Right.
Just walk me through that whole experience, man. That whole year.
Man, it was a good lesson for me mentally wise, and it taught me a bunch of life lessons. You know, because he was on us hard, like
Yeah.
hard. I don't know if I can cuss on here, but
Hey,
he was on us
yes, you can.
hard as fuck. Like during the games, he'll call timeouts, make us do push-ups, make us do suicides. Like if we fuck up during the game, man. So he was on us. You know what I'm saying? Cussing, screaming at us, pointing fingers at us.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it made me mentally tough. You know what I'm saying? Got me ready for college and then like overall in life.
Who would you say got it the worst from him, you or Kendall? Purnell?
That's tough.
Yeah, man. It's like
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah. I'm gonna have to call it Ian right there. That's tough.
But I'm telling you, some days it would get. I ain't gonna say it would get so bad, but it would get so heated. I'm like, man, they might not be back tomorrow.
Right.
But y'all boys kept showing up, and I'm like, okay, that's how I knew y'all both were built to last.
Right.
And whatever y'all did next after high school, it was gonna fall short of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But y'all's JV team was kind of solid though. It wasn't just like, yeah, y'all just play a little bit, might win, might lose. We're here for the varsity. Y'all used to get busy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, let's say opponents, when it comes to opponents in the conference, we played everybody twice. Edison, Rogers, Booker T. McLean. Who were some of the toughest opponents for y'all to play?
The toughest, I would say East Central for sure.
Okay.
East Central for sure. They had a good squad. Rogers, nah. Not Rogers.
Rogers was down during that
Yeah,
era.
Rogers was down. Booker T, yeah, of course, Booker T. Edison, they had a solid squad. McLean gave us a tough run every night. Yeah, McLean. We had a couple of close games with McLean. So yeah, Booker T, McLean, East Central, Edison.
It was going down with the
Yeah.
JV. So the varsity chapter, it was up and down for you that year. Did it even matter to you whether you suited or not, or whether you played or not? Because it seemed like y'all just had y'all's JV shit so tight that's really y'all could take it or leave it varsity wise.
Right. Honestly, I wanted to play, but I mean, I knew I wasn't really ready. So my mindset was, So my mindset was, I'm just coming here and get better. If they need me, Coach Scott need me, I'm ready. Coach Scott don't, I'm cool. On the bench, you know what I'm saying? Chilling.
I'll never forget this, man. I think you messed around and you had an academic struggle.
Yeah.
Right, toward the end of that year would have been your sophomore year.
Yeah, my sophomore year.
05-06. That's the year we won the state championship.
Yeah.
And you didn't dress like the week of area or something. And Coach, he's superstitious.
Yeah.
So we won. He was like, man, we got to keep the lineup the same. And I was like, in my mind, I mean, you took it like a pro.
Yeah.
But in my mind, I'm like, dang, that's got to be tough.
Yeah.
And so you over there in street clothes, you know what I mean? Basically
doing the books.
You had the clipboard again.
Yeah.
But I asked some of my players that don't dress varsity today, like, hey man, would you run the camera for us this particular game?
Yeah.
And I almost be having to like sell it to them.
Yeah.
Like, dude, better players than you were more humble than you, and it
Right.
just bugs me. But did that bother you at all, or you were just like, all right, I'm cool?
It bothered me a little bit because before that, I think it was at a Jinx tournament, Jinx Invitation.
Yeah.
And I had one of my best games there. I think I scored in double digits from first time on varsity. And then soon after that, I had my struggles with my academics, and then came back and Coach Scott had me out for the area, and then I was like, man,
Out for the state.
nah, but it's cool, man. It's team first. That's what type of mentality I got. I don't I just put my team first. You know, I'm not selfish at all.
You got that ring. We all
Yeah,
got
we
it.
got that ring. Yeah,
For
that
sure.
was the main goal, is getting the ring.
Hello, we're finished tropical smoothie. Order whenever you're ready.
Now, coming into your junior year, I think your role was expected to grow a little bit, and I think it did. But it's still, I think our senior class was kind of heavy.
Yeah, it
so
was.
Your minutes were kind of up and down a little bit.
Yeah.
What was your mental going through that? Was that frustrating at all, or it was like, yo, I've been here before?
Nah, it's the same thing. Like I've been here before. Like I said, I'm a team first player, and so whenever Coach Scott need me, I'm ready. When he don't, I'm over there chilling.
I'm over there chilling.
Yeah.
But JV though, your whole core is back for a second year.
Yeah.
With Coach Carter, you got some young bulls with you now. So we talking my little brother Nate, James, that crew.
Yeah. Trey.
Yeah. Trey, man, I gotta put some respect on Trey name.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting about him. So, was anything different about the JV experience now that you're a year older?
It came easier.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? It came easier. Made me more aggressive because I had to be that go-getter. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Watson was playing with us. At that time, it was just all varsity. But yeah, it made me more aggressive, being a scorer.
Was that hard to do for you?
Yeah, because I'm so unselfish. Like I wasn't aggressive. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
Carter was on me. You need to like score.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where it was hard. Yeah.
I know exactly what that grind is back. If it ain't your personality, it's
Right. Because it's hard to like just flip it up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Come
Flip
down.
the switch and then be like, that scoring mindset. Because I'm always a pass first guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to get my teammates involved and then go get mines.
And for me, I never wanted any of my teammates to be like, man, this dude shoots the ball too much. I
Right.
didn't want to flirt with that possibility.
Yeah.
But in reality, all my partners were saying the same thing to me that they were saying to you. Man, what you doing, man? Shoot the
Right.
ball.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Gotta tell this story though. You gotta help. I don't remember who we were playing, but varsity we showed up to the gym. It's a home game, and we always would show up like right at the tip off of the varsity girls game.
Mm-hmm.
And their game followed the JV boys game. So we going into that dressing room. Home dressing room was right there at that time, and Coach Carter's still talking. So y'all's post game speech is going a little longer than usual, and so we tiptoe in there, and I'm looking around the corner and I see some muddy and ones on some people's feet. And I'm like, mud? They just finished playing a game. It's February. What's going on? So I guess what ended up happening was after y'all's game, Carter had y'all running outside.
Yeah, he took us to the track, man. He took us to the track. I don't think we did good that game. So yeah, he took us to the track. I mean, but it's good because it made us tougher. You know, it made us tougher, mentally stronger.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think kids these days would go for that. They would just quit. You know what I'm saying? But Coach Carter, he's a great coach. He knows what he's doing. He knows what buttons to push, who to push them on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it made us mentally tougher, but that was crazy. Yeah, he took us out there to the track, man. I think we did more than a few laps around, and then came back in and then chewed us out like the norm.
So did you ever have to keep some of your teammates' mind in check? Because the way you're built is not the way everybody else is going to be built. You know what I'm saying? And I know some of the guys be talking, man, I ain't gonna fuck this shit, man. I'm quitting, man. I know you probably heard some of that.
Yeah.
Did you ever have to talk some guys off the ledge?
Quitting, nah, but we had some players with like attitudes, like Terrence, he didn't mess around and take nothing. KP, yeah, I had to talk to KP a couple of times because he got it hard too, like me. He would just get down on himself, and then I was just like, it's for the betterment. It's good for you, man.
Parents though, I think our parents of that time,
It's different.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
And I hate sounding like that, but it seems like they sort of like allowed somebody else to push us,
Right.
and
They
just sort
did.
of got out the way.
Mm-hmm.
But I can remember some points where even your dad would feel like, man, it's getting a little over the line. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Can you remember some of those moments? Like, man, damn, Pops is kind of hot at Coach, and Coach ain't backing down. There's friction. It's love now.
Yeah. I know they had a couple of moments, but not too many that I could like really remember. Probably some of the name callings where my dad was like, "All right, you need to chill out."
Yeah. I
'Cause-
get that.
But other than that, it wasn't really nothing over dramatic or nothing like that.
You don't seem like the type that'd be running home telling anything.
Oh
that's
no,
happening at practice.
no.
Man out here, it's a man out here.
Yeah, man. Coach Carter was my man's like before I even got started seriously with basketball. I went up to this PWP camp or whatever they had at the church, working out with them.
You talking about downtown?
Downtown,
Oh,
yup. And a few coaches told Carter, yeah, this is what you gotta be working with. Talking about me going at Central, because I think he was in Sapulpa somewhere before he came over to Central.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna name drop, but a few coaches was like basically laughing, like, yeah, that's what you got at Central. So we got there, man. I just worked my ass off at Central, bro. I came in the mornings for practice, of course, and then I stayed afterwards for working out by myself with Coach Carter. And I went to work, and then I came back up here and got some more shots up, man, with Coach Carter. So
I forgot about the work.
yeah, man, I was in here.
We grinding.
Yeah, I was grinding, man. I had to, man.
And we used to hoop.
Yeah, I mean, hoop. Yeah.
One thing about Carter, he was like, yo, the cost of admission is you got to work on your game. You got to go through the skill work first for about 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and then we hook it up and hoop.
At the end, yo.
And so that means, the part-timers, when they hear about the work up front, they're like, nah, I'm cool. So
Right.
they'll dip out. So then it's nothing but workers in here.
Right,
I
yo.
was like, man, this is hard. Go to sleep for a couple hours, wake up,
Do it again, yo.
I just loved it, man.
Yeah.
And it seemed like you did too. Okay, so now I'm gonna project some of my own thoughts onto you, and I want you to correct me. So in my memory, your game really started to flourish once you got to be a senior in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just gradually grew. And I would have to keep in mind, you actually reminded me yesterday or 2 days ago that you technically are you were a year ahead of where you should have been in school.
Right.
So when people call you a late bloomer, you actually were right on time.
Right, yeah.
Because in my mind, I'm like, you're a late bloomer.
Yeah.
But no, not really. But your senior year, the one with the most varsity experience, Chris Watson, he go out to the football, get hurt.
Exactly,
so he's behind and trying to, he got back, but he never got back.
Right, yeah.
So a lot of it fell on you.
Yeah.
Did you feel any of that weight?
I didn't. I was looking into coming in that year, like, it's my team, you know. Got to be aggressive. You know what I'm saying? I got to lead this team. Because we lost all our seniors. And we had, 5, 6 deep.
Yeah.
So we was old, like senior-wise, but experience-wise on varsity, playing varsity, we wasn't that experienced.
That's right.
Because I know we had 5, 6 seniors in my class too.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't get a lot of run on varsity because we were so stacked the year before that. So, and I think me and Watson, Terrence had a little varsity run, but I think we was the only 3 that really played varsity our junior years, with Chris Watson being the most experienced guy, but he went out. So all that fell back on me. So I just took it with a grind and shot and just went for it, man.
And a good friend of ours, Jordan Langston, he came over that year. What was he like, man?
Yeah, he was huge, man. He was quiet. He was quiet at first.
How in the hell?
Can't say that now.
Nah, that don't even sound right.
But yeah, he was quiet at first, but he had to adapt. You know what I'm saying? He coming over from Jinx. I think that's where he came from. Just a new culture, new demographic.
All that.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, but he helped. I mean, he helped a lot because he brought length. You know what I'm saying? He could shoot, get to the bucket. Defense was on and off. But yeah.
Man, I say all the time, I think that dude, I think his physical was so far ahead of his mental
Yeah,
at that time.
that's what it
And
was.
I was like, yo, if that ever catches up, which it started to later
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
you're gonna turn into something. But I would hear some of the stories about how y'all were doing while I was at school, and I was like, yo, I'm trying to come back as often as I can just to see what the program is like. And I
Yeah.
think you had a breakout type of performance when y'all played at Hale, I want to say. You remember that?
At Hale, yep. I hit the game winning shot.
Like,
Game winning, I hit.
Yeah,
It wasn't like the game winning because I
wasn't
hit
a
it with like probably a second left.
So it wasn't a buzzer beater.
It wasn't a buzzer beater, yeah. I hit it like second left. But crazy thing is, we was talking about Jordan, right? I hit that shot. The next defense possession, he got a block, I think, on skip to end the game. So
There you go.
that's how it went. Yeah, but
That's a
yeah, I did pretty good over there.
Yeah.
Went over there, got probably mid-20s, you know.
Okay. All
And then,
right.
you know, hit a game winner.
Yeah.
And
felt
then,
pretty good about
yeah,
yourself.
yeah, I felt good, you know. And then Coach Scott drew up a play, a little sideline play, out of bounds play.
Executed.
Yeah, executed.
That's
Hit
dope.
hit the shot in the corner, 3-pointer, you know, all nets.
Listen. Wow, boy, I'm gonna tell you what's funny about it. I love to hear it, but man, the conference at that time was it was built in such a way you could lose to anybody.
Oh yeah.
Any
yeah.
night,
Yeah.
any venue, it didn't matter. And while I was in high school, I never won at Hale. We split with them every year, but every
Yeah.
time we beat them, it was over here.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, I wanted to
Yeah.
win over there.
Yeah.
And they had to get it as a coach, though.
Yeah.
So, y'all seen the way your senior season ended, though. I remember y'all beat whoever y'all's first round opponent of the regional tournament was. Y'all beat them, and then y'all were in Booker T's region, in their regional. So they're the host team. Y'all played them in the regional championship, and it came down to the wire. I'm on the phone talking to somebody from me and DJ Birmingham. He called somebody that was at the game, and they just taking us through the last steps. We looking at each other like, yo, these boys about to beat somebody they ain't supposed to beat at all.
Had no business beating, yo.
What happened, man?
All right, and so I think we was down the whole game. Fourth quarter, made our little run,
Mm-hmm.
and I think we was up 1 or 2 with like probably a second left. Booker T took the ball out, and then I think Brian hit a half-court shot.
Right here.
Yeah, Brian Harris hit a half-court shot to end the game
At the buzzer.
at the buzzer, yeah. And it was like, damn, like after that, man, because we had it. We had the game.
Yeah,
Like, we weren't supposed to win that game, so
that's right.
we came in, you know what I'm saying, thinking,
Loose.
yeah. So, we had the game. That hurt.
And see, that's another place I never got to win at.
Booker T,
Every
yeah.
time we beat them, it was over here.
Yeah.
Win over there. Okay, so then the next game, what was that, the East Central game?
East Central game, yeah.
Yeah, so you know how it is. We're going through the losers brackets, double
Yeah.
elimination. And East Central was loaded that year.
Yeah, they was stacked.
Do you remember much about that game, how that went? Because I'm pretty sure that was y'all's third time playing in that year, right?
Yeah, I think it was ass kicking.
Mm.
It was ass kicking because that Booker T game took a lot out of us, and then coming back, Booker T was stacked too,
Yeah.
and then coming back playing another stacked team in the East Central that I think was better than Booker T at the time.
Yeah.
With
Personnel-wise.
personnel-wise, yeah,
Mhm.
personnel-wise, yeah. We
This
just didn't have it.
This is 08, so
Oh wait, yeah,
what's interesting about that, and I'm gonna pass it back to you, is East Central was stacked, and I think from personnel perspective, they were better than Booker T. But Booker T ended up beating them in the state tournament.
yeah.
But you know, we played each other twice in conference, and then you playing each other again for like
Right.
third time, maybe fourth. That's hard to do.
That is, yeah.
So how was it, man? That dressing room, you know how it is when you lose that last one and the run is over.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes a minute for it to hit you. How did it hit you, man?
I was hurt.
Yeah.
I was hurt after that game. I felt like I could have did more. Of course, as a player, you always feel like that.
Yeah.
I was thinking about a bunch of what ifs. Like, what if Brian didn't hit that shot? You know, we would have been in state. What if this? What if that happened? But yeah, I was hurt. I think the whole team was hurt. I think Coach Scott was hurt too, because I think that was his last year over at Central. And
Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that was coming? Did y'all feel that?
We knew that inside, because Watson was Chris Watson was his guy. You know,
man.
so after Watson left, yeah, so Coach Scott went ahead and made that move. But yeah, I think that locker room was hurt. especially after that year.
At that point, did you know how soon did it become a possibility that like, yo, I could take my game to the next level, go play college ball, or was that always in there?
I never really thought about it like that, man. My mindset was different. It was just keep getting better, keep getting better, keep getting better. Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
Like I never had that goal of me going D1, because back then, like I personally didn't know a bunch about that stuff. Like I was just coming here playing as a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not. I wanted here getting better just to go D1. I was in here getting better so I can be good tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't like in here trying to, I'm gonna go D1. After D1, I'm gonna go to the NBA, or I wasn't thinking like that. I was thinking just getting better, because that's hard work, bro. That's what I grew up. That's what I had to do.
You wore that. To me, the admiration of our peers mattered too, though.
Yeah.
Like you want some of the people that you play against in whatever school to be like, oh yeah, he nice.
Yeah.
That mattered to me.
Yeah.
And then late in the game, I was like, oh, college, I could go.
Right.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, how did your shit go? We ended up at the same school.
Mhm.
My sophomore year was your freshman year at Murray State College, down at Tishomingo, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
That was all I had on the plate, so it wasn't like I had options.
Right.
And it came in like around prom time, so this
Yeah.
is late April.
Yeah.
What was it like for you, man? How did that happen?
It was the same way. It was the same way, man. I think Murray State was the only offer I had. About the same time. It was late.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I didn't know colleges, so I wasn't like shooting my film out to colleges. I didn't do none of that. I just, if I go, I go. So yeah, I went to end up signing with Coach Kelly at Murray State, because I had a couple of boys there already, so why not? You know?
That's right. And then you brought a couple of boys with you.
Yeah.
So we down there in Tulsa deep.
Yeah, yeah.
What was that year like for you? I got my recollection of it, but how do you think about it?
It was fun, man. It was fun. I think that was my funnest year in college. My freshman year at Murray. Yeah, my funnest year in college.
Damn.
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect you to say that. But, dude, I remember we won 6 games that year.
Mm-hmm.
Should have won way more.
Oh, yeah,
It's
for
a
sure.
bunch, we talked about it. It's a bunch of different
sure,
reasons why we
yeah.
should have been better. But I just like, junior college is not for everybody.
No, it's not.
You got to have some get up and go about yourself. Because when I hear people tell these stories about, how strict it was, breakfast checks, curfews, this, that, and the other, that ain't how it
None
was.
of that, nah.
You went to breakfast if you wanted to. You went to class if you wanted to.
Yeah.
You just better pass.
It's on you.
Yeah. But see, that's when your game really took off. I was like, yo, this dude is different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You done turned into a bona fide combo guard. You're scoring PG. You know what I'm saying? Your body growing, so I can tell you've been hitting the iron. You're leading all the sprints. I'm like, this dude, he wasn't nothing like this a year or two ago.
Right.
Did you feel that too?
Yeah, I felt my game improving freshman year at Murray, and then really took off my sophomore year at Murray. But yeah, that's just hard work, man. That's basically what it comes back to, hard work.
That's the
'Cause I
recipe.
stayed in the gym
Yeah.
at Murray. You didn't have nothing else to do. Stay in the gym. And everybody went in there, but the people who was in there, you know what I'm saying, went on to play, kept playing.
That's true. The ones
If you
that
think
did.
about it,
Yeah.
yeah.
So was it a culture shock for you when you got down there?
Yeah, it was.
Right.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Was
Ben,
homesickness, any of that?
not really, because we was home every weekend,
True.
every other weekend, until like after my second semester start for Murray. I didn't start going home every weekend, but
Yeah.
you know why.
I do. I ain't gonna put you out there.
My man Smoot.
Yeah, man. So while before we go to your sophomore year,
Yeah.
which is when I was gone, your now wife, right? Y'all end up getting together down there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, Carmisha Bugs now. It was
Yeah.
Harper back then.
Yeah.
Bro, that's interesting to me because I would remember, as soon as you hit campus in college, man, of course you start scoping. I'm talking about the fellas. And we're looking at the potential out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she was one of the better looking ones down there. So a lot of the fellas got to shoot immediately.
Right.
But that ain't never been your personality. So you just sit back, you chilling. And I don't even know all the details, but we look up and it's y'all.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I remember her personality was big too.
Yeah.
And yours was not so big. I'm like, how that gonna work?
Yeah.
But here y'all are, however many years later. Yo, how did y'all end up getting together?
Man, we just started kicking it. You know, she would come up to my room, and then I would go to hers, and we
Yeah.
started kicking it.
Who broke the ice?
She did. You know, I mean, she did because that personality, like she wasn't shy or nothing. She was like just in your face, loud. You know what I'm saying? So she came in there a couple times, come take my blankets and do little
Playing around.
yeah. And then after that, start kicking it. Then every day, every night, and then after that, it was a wrap.
Yeah, I like that. It's
Yeah,
a wrap.
it was a wrap.
Over with.
Yeah, and yeah, we have two different personalities, man. But I think that's good in a way because I calm her down and she like pushes me to do more, like have a bigger personality, talk, communicates. Because I wasn't much of a talker, I led, but I led by example. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she helped me, I helped her. So yeah,
Did that make that year more enjoyable for you?
it did because I was young in a sense. I think I want to say 17 when I got to college.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I was 17, so I was still young. I was a baby because everybody else,
18 and up.
18, 19, 20, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And if they really had a different route,
Right.
it might have been 22.
Right, yeah. So, but I mean, I had y'all there, of course, and then I had the homies from my class come. And then, so yeah, I mean, having her there, it made it better,
And she was an athlete too, man. Did
Yeah,
y'all
she
connect
hooped.
on that too?
Yeah, she hooped. Yeah, yeah. She was in the gym with me. I had to put her on game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Teach her how to do this, teach her how to do that. But nah, she hooped. She ended up transferring after my freshman year to St. Mary's University, and continued playing
that
ball over there. It's in Kansas, Leavenworth,
Oh,
Kansas. Yeah.
Okay. So, did that change y'all's dynamic at all?
No, I didn't.
And then y'all
No.
stayed close.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. But see that you young, but you have some maturity about yourself. So
Yeah.
Here come your sophomore year. A lot of your boys that were there with you, we gone now.
Mhm.
It's you. Who else was a familiar face your sophomore year?
I think it was me, KP.
Yeah, he did. He did go back down.
KP stayed. Who else? Was June with us?
June Carter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
June. Okay, June was still there. And then
Did Trey come down that year or no?
yeah, Trey was there. Trey and James.
I forgot
Yeah,
about that.
James. Yep. Trey and
Forgot about
James came down. Yep.
So I know that y'all had way more team success that second year
Mhm.
than your first year. But talent wise, how would you compare those teams? Was it about the same or
Nah.
was it more or less?
My freshman year, we was way more talented. It's just coaching, man.
Yeah,
Coaching.
It was different.
It was different. Yeah. Because
So,
I think
no, tell me, please. Tell me.
Randy came over my sophomore year. So
Yeah, true.
Randy and Joe, Coach Joe.
Mhm.
So they have more discipline. They have more knowledge of the game. They played the game before, so they've been there, done that at high levels. With Coach Kelly, man, some stories on him.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
But
God,
he just basically I think my freshman year, your sophomore year,
Right.
we just ran them. Like
Yeah.
we did what everyone did on the court. He really had control of the team.
Nah. We might practice, we might not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He might schedule practice on a Saturday morning just to keep us in town for the weekend.
Right.
And then he'll oversleep.
Right.
No shit.
Yep. Oversleep, no
Mad as
stuff.
hell, we could have been in the town.
And then all of us didn't make it to practice on Saturday mornings.
Hell
If
no.
he did schedule,
Come
so
on, man. But
yeah.
certain ones of us, we built differently.
Yeah.
You were gonna be there, I was gonna be there.
Yeah, for sure.
The Central guys were gonna be there.
Yeah.
This is what we do. But okay, so the Randy and the Joe horror stories, man. You tell them, Jordan tells them all the time. First of all, I remember when Randy would start showing up in the spring of your freshman year, like shortly after the season was over. I guess that's when they officially gave him the job, and he would be working with you guys that were sophomores to be.
Yeah.
Just kind of seeing what he working with and weeding through the guys that I guess he felt like he didn't want.
Right.
How did you get word? Did he just show up one day and was like, hey, you freshmen come work out? Or how did it go down? You remember?
I honestly don't remember, but I know we did have like a tryout per se, but he already knew the guys that he was going to keep. He just wanted to see see everybody else, like that freshman class coming to sophomore, being the sophomores. He just want to see the rest of them and see what they had. But yeah, he already knew the ones that could go and he was gonna keep. But he just had a tryout and then paid one-on-ones, So he got in our ass, kind of like Carter. He reminds me a lot of Carter. Him and Joe. Joe is crazy.
I never got to meet Joe though. I just keep hearing about it.
Yeah, cause Joe's crazy, man. He's one of them big personalities, loud, man, in your face. No, but it's all love. Like those, like if we definitely had those two coaches, man, my freshman year, your sophomore year, we would have been far.
I can believe that.
Would have been, it would have been really far.
Now, we'd have lost some people along the way because that's just what happened.
Yeah, for sure, we would have lost people.
We had to trim some fat.
Yeah.
So, did you always been a worker? We know that. Can you ever remember a time or sometimes where you were getting close to what you felt like was your limit? Maybe it's conditioning wise, like, oh damn, I ain't never worked this hard, or putting up with shit. Like, all right, man, I think I done had enough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Putting up with shit. It was me, my sophomore year. Coach Randy and Coach Joe, I think we was on sprints, man. They just kept making us do sprints for bullshit. Like, I don't know what they was doing. I guess they wanted probably somebody to come out and like be that leader. You know what I'm saying? Be vocal.
Right.
Now that I think about it. But yeah, we just kept doing sprints for some dumb shit. I had enough. I was like, man, fuck this. Talking to Coach Randy, man, fuck this. We ain't doing this shit no more. Like, just, my limit was over right there in that point. And then, so I got into a big, heated conversation with the coaches. And then after that conversation, they just left.
Was that the end of the day?
Yeah, that was the end of the night. Yeah, that was the end of practice. After that conversation, they left practice. Like, we didn't bring it into nothing. They left. And it was just us. So we brought it in and bounced. But yeah, I mean, now that I look back at it, I think they was wanting somebody to do that, bring somebody to the forefront and be that leader, be that alpha dog. So I think I was like, yeah, I'm done with this. I'm not gonna keep doing dumb shit and keep running.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah.
Would you say y'all were pretty mild? Is that why?
Oh yeah. We was mild. Yeah. Compared to the freshman year, because we had Wayne freshman. My freshman year, Wayne.
Yeah, man. Big person.
Wayne, yeah.
He gonna talk, and then you had Alex. He was a fireball.
Alex,
Cherry.
yeah.
You never knew what type of day he was going to have. You know what I mean? Sally was chill.
Yeah.
I was chill.
Yeah.
We were chill. We had to have some characters, man.
Yeah. My sophomore team that had that.
So how far did y'all go into the postseason? You remember? We never reached it. Not 1 year I was in college, so I'm curious.
I think we won our first game and lost our second game.
That was the end of it?
Yeah, that was the end of it, yeah. And we weren't supposed to even win we weren't supposed to be there. To be honest, we weren't supposed to be there.
Yeah.
We weren't supposed to win the first game. We won the first game. The second game was close. We could have won that game. I don't remember against who. I'm going to say Connor State again. But yeah, it was close. Yeah.
When that was over with, what happens next for you personally?
What happens next is just, me in the gym still, waiting on what to do next. I had a couple offers. I had a few teams looking at me. South Alabama offered me. Coach Randy told me that Gardner Webb had offered me as well in North Carolina. Then I want to say SMU was looking at me, and I think Coach Randy told me TU was looking at me as well. But grades. It comes back to I don't think a couple of my classes I took in JUCO wouldn't be able to transfer. So that summer I had to take like 2 or 3 classes to get eligible to go Division I.
Did you take those at home or down there?
I think I took those at TCC.
Came on back.
Yeah.
So you didn't get. Wait a minute. Did you get your associate's degree?
Yeah, I got my associate's degree. Yep.
And you still were a few short.
Yeah.
Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
All right. So you knocked that off. And then how did you vet those deals? You know what I mean? Did you still have multiple options on the table at that point, or it was down to one?
At that point, It was just South Alabama and Gardner Webb.
Okay.
I took a visit to Gardner Webb, met Coach Holman, uh, visit the campus, visit the gym, locker room, all that.
Oh, yeah. All the bells and whistles.
Talked to Coach Holman, like, yeah, man, we got a spot for you. We would love to have you on the team, blah, blah, blah. Went back home, talked over my dad. Like, yeah, that was the best move.
You didn't visit South Alabama?
No, I didn't visit South Alabama.
I got you.
I was not. I don't know why, but I wasn't interested in going to Alabama.
I got you. So, hey, man, didn't sound like you went through a long process to get it figured out.
It was very quick. Yeah.
So, you get out there, make the jump from junior college to NCAA Division I. Every athlete, I want to go D1. I want to go D1.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't caught up in that, really.
No.
Yet still, you got there.
Yeah.
What was that experience like compared to the ones that you had up to that point?
It was great, man. I enjoyed it. I felt like I accomplished something because of where I started from my really playing organized basketball ninth grade year to hearing people talking about me behind my backs, man. This is what you got to work with at Central. Being the only Division I player in that class, I believe. Well, from the Tulsa area. Go Division I. So, yeah, I felt very accomplished. I felt like, yeah, I made it. Like, I did it.
Folks wouldn't have seen that.
Yeah,
You know
of course.
Was it a big adjustment your junior year? Because in my mind, I'm looking at it like, okay, you were a freshman over here in junior college, and then you became a sophomore. So, but it's only a 2-year stint, so it's really like you go from a freshman to a senior in a lot of ways. But then here you are, sort of a freshman again.
Right.
You know what I mean? Did it take a minute for you to find your footing?
It did for sure. I think the first half of the season, I was below double digits in points. Which points? I mean, you don't have to score a lot of points to be a great player.
True.
You can rebound, assist, play defense. But speed-wise, it was a big adjustment the first half of the year, and then the second half is when I start scoring 12, 14, like consistently. Like, I think my last part of the season, I averaged double digits in scoring. My rebounds was up, assists was up. And that's with me getting more confidence, but also adjusting to the game with the speed. To the speed of the game. Because it's a big difference coming from junior college and then going to Division I. So once you adjust to that speed, then I was good.
Pace is key, huh?
Yeah.
So I'll say you were in the rotation then.
Yeah,
Pretty solid minutes early on?
Yep.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yep.
Now, you told me the other day that you think, by your standards, you had a better individual season your junior year than your senior year.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
How so?
Senior year, so the end of my junior year, I'm averaging double digits, right? Points. Coming back, I'm on a magazine, you know what I'm saying? Big South Conference.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, oh yeah, it's my year, it's my team.
Yeah.
So I'm about to go out, you know what I'm saying? Like my sophomore year at Murray. Played Clemson, first game, I hit 14, 16, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, something like that, a couple of steals. I think we lose by like 15, but it was a close game. It was a close game throughout the game. So I'm thinking like this year is I'm about to kill.
Yeah, you got off to a decent start.
So I go back on a bus, and my coach pulled me up to the front and was like, I don't want you scoring. Like, I want you to, you know what I'm saying, pass it to the freshman. So, like, that killed my confidence, man. Like, that took a lot out of me. To hear him say that at that point in time, when I'm thinking high of myself, and he telling me basically to fall back, I'm like, man. So I was like, fuck that. I'm just here now.
So did you follow those instructions right away?
I did. Yep. I did. And then, like, I stopped going to the gym, working out. Like, I was like, fuck it. Like,
What am I doing?
I'm just here, yeah.
Yeah, that ain't you necessarily.
Yeah, it ain't. It took a lot out of me, yeah.
Did it stay like that for the rest of the
Nah, it
season?
didn't say like that. He had brought me in like mid-season, like what's going on. Like we had a really deep conversation. Me and Coach Holtman, like what's going on, like because he noticed I wasn't me, you know, because he was with me my junior year, and then my senior year, he noticed I wasn't doing the things like I laugh, have fun on the court, and he noticed all of that. So he brought me in for a deep conversation. We hugged it out,
Yeah.
and after that, it was basically go time again.
Okay, so
Yeah.
he in a way, he let you off the leash, so to speak,
Yeah,
without saying it.
yeah,
Okay,
basically, yeah.
that's dope, man. Okay, cool. See that's a part of it that you didn't tell. I like
Yeah,
that. I like that.
yeah. I gotta keep some
You gotta keep
for the
some.
pod, man. You
I
know,
feel that.
yeah.
I feel that. All right. Which team was the better team for team success wise? Your junior year, your senior?
I think my senior year we did better. That's Coach Holtman's second season being there. So yeah, it was my senior year definitely.
Everybody wants to go out with a bang,
Yeah,
finish. So
yeah.
that's a good way to look at it. I'm glad it was that year.
Yeah.
But when it's over, I'm pretty sure you had some more gas left in the tank.
Oh yeah.
What happened next? Your next chapter. Pretty sure you wanted to keep it on the court.
Right. Yeah.
How did it end up going?
Still back then, I wasn't like they had said, "Oh, I'm about to go to the NBA. I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that."
Right.
That's every kid mindset, you know, make it to the NBA. I just wanted to keep playing. So I tried to go overseas. You know, I did this exposure camp in Bonn, Germany. Played over there.
You were born in Germany, weren't you?
Yep, Frankfurt. Yeah, my dad was in the army.
Yeah.
Yeah, went over there, played, and then came back. Really didn't hear nothing else. Because a lot of that, like if you're not at a big time D1, if you got a mid major,
Right.
a lot of that is like you got to know somebody to get over there, so put a name in for yourself. So I didn't know nobody. I had no connections. You know, I just came back to Tulsa
Yeah.
and just hoop. You know.
Started life.
Yeah.
I feel it. What's your first adult gig, work wise? When you got into the work world, you still hooping, but you're no longer an athlete actively.
Yeah.
What was the first gig?
So I got my sociology degree at Gardner Webb. I ended up going to Missouri with my wife. We lived out there. So I ended up being a counselor. At a behavior hospital.
Yeah.
So around a bunch of kids with mental health problems. So yeah, that was my first real grown man job.
Yeah.
You know.
I didn't know about that shot. Y'all know you done been around a little
Oh
bit.
yeah, I moved around. Yeah.
Oklahoma, Germany, Texas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Missouri,
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
What's really going on?
Yeah.
But and so now, and we'll get to what you're on currently, but we do gotta address, something that's very, very serious. Like at some point, and I think it was maybe around 09-ish when you lost your mom. Am I right?
2012.
2012. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were. Damn, it's further back than what.
Yeah. So it was my senior year. It was my senior year. After college.
You were done with that.
So yeah, I was done.
Man, that's super tough.
Yeah.
I remember that was tough on you being around you at that time.
Yeah.
Going to the service and all of that. What was y'all's relationship like, you and your mother?
We was close. I still remember the last day she had passed away.
Yeah.
She acting normal, you know what I'm saying? What do you want for dinner?
Right.
You know, those things. Gave her a hug. And then that night that happened, she passed away. But yeah, man, it was close. I think we could have been closer. I wish we was closer, because we wasn't as close as me and my dad was. It was more her and my sister was real tight, and then me and my dad was real tight.
I feel that.
But yeah, if that's one thing I would do over, I would try to get closer with my mom.
For sure.
Yeah.
Moving past that, like, can you feel how that had maybe changed you or shaped you? Now being what, 32 years old now? That
Oh,
happened when
it's
you were-
after, as soon as that happened, it changed me a lot, man. Like,
Really?
just darkness.
Mm.
Darkness. Yeah, I had anger management problems, and I didn't talk. I didn't communicate with anybody. I kept all that in. So, like, any little thing would just set me off.
Yeah.
Like, slam doors, just
Whole bunch of
any
shit that
little
ain't you.
thing, screaming, yelling, yeah. I had this one incident. I'm in this room in my dorm room by myself. I had to go back, take a couple of more classes. But yeah, I'm in there by myself, just thinking, man, and just broke down.
Yeah.
I don't think nobody know that, but yeah, I just broke down, just me and myself, got on the carpet, on the floor,
Yeah, man.
and then start balling out. But yeah, it changed me a lot. I stay like that. I still have problems with it today, but I stay like that for a good 5 years. Like, just anger built up.
Figuring out how to deal with it.
Yeah, figuring out how to deal with it. It got so bad, like, me and my dad got into it, like, you know, because I'm a very respectful young man, you know.
Yeah.
We was outside over my auntie's house playing ball, and then he had did something to me, and then I got in his face and just started talking shit, you know, ready to fight him. That's not my personality, but yeah, it was bad, man.
Were you able to catch yourself, or did somebody have to intervene and let you know, dog, you tripping?
Yeah, my wife did. My wife helped me a lot through the process because she was there. She was there throughout the whole process, so
Yeah.
she helped me a lot. Like, she's big on communication.
That's usually how women are.
So yeah,
You usually struggle with
she helped me a lot. And still to this day, I have problems with communicating about that. I don't talk about it.
Sure.
Probably never will because that's something dear to me.
Yeah. Understandable.
But yeah, I'm not just gonna go see a counselor and talk. I mean, I'm not saying going to counseling, seeing a counselor is bad or anything, but that's just not me.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'd rather deal with that a different way. You know, that's why I'm in a weight room. You know, that's my
That's your
that's
sanctuary?
my second home, man. The weight room, yeah, just me by myself, my music, listening, going through my thoughts.
For sure. Shout out to Misha, man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
dope. Speaking of, that's a good
Since
segue.
day one.
Yeah, for real. But since you segued into that weight room, man, when did you start taking the fitness seriously? Was it around that time? Because I remember seeing your body change before then.
Nah, it was when I got the Gardner Webb.
Okay.
So you going from a junior college to a Division I program. You got a head and strength coach.
Yeah.
You got head and strength assistants, big time. So you got
Okay.
you got a meal plan. You got weight workouts. You got a bunch of stuff, man. It's every day. That's everyday grind. Off season, you in the gym, lifting, working on your body. If you're not in the gym lifting, you on the court, working on your game.
And I bet y'all had the facilities.
Yeah, we had the facilities. Yeah, it was nice.
I would say, usually in the beginning of something like that, it's a task. But it sounds like eventually you started to actually like it, and then
Yeah.
actually started to love it.
Yeah,
Did it happen immediately where it's like, yo, I love this, or did it grow on
lifting.
you? Yeah.
No, I love lifting. I was actually lifting at Central. Like,
You was on the
I was in the
too.
back. Nah.
Yeah.
I was in the back, man, the back weight room lifting at Central. So it started, but then when I got to Murray, kind of fell off because we didn't have no weight room at Murray. So
Yeah, it was different.
I don't even think we lifted our freshman year, did we? Nah, we didn't lift our freshman year. And then Randy came in,
It's different.
and it was different. We had to I think one day he pulled a quarter move. He made us run to the weight room and lift, make us run back.
That
So
sounds
yeah,
good.
it was
Sounds about right.
So yeah, but lifting really, I started really enjoying it probably after college,
Yeah.
where I can do it on my own and not having nobody tell me do this for this many reps, this long. So yeah,
You
after
putting together
college,
your own workouts.
yeah.
How you do it today? What's a regular gym day like for you, as big, good and grown?
Currently, right now, I go in there and do reps. I do more reps and lesser weight.
Yeah.
Because work schedule and got kids, so I don't want to be in there all day. But after college, I was in there about hour and a half.
Yeah.
Then after my weight session, I would go to the gym, be in there another hour and a half, 2 hours. So I spend about a good 3.5 hours just at the YMCA, man. Just
loving it.
Yeah.
This all before the little ones came.
Before the little ones came.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
So right now, yeah, I go in there and probably I do like 100 squats of probably 225.
Damn.
And then bench the same. That's be like 3 days out of the week. And then the other 2 days I hit back, traps, glutes. You know, just small muscle. Glutes not small muscle, but like calf raises and stuff like that. The other 2 days.
Do you have a goal? Do you have a goal at all when you go in there, or you just like, yo, this is part of your routine now?
Nah, I'm just about to go in there and get it.
Yeah.
It's no goals no more. Cause I don't live to max out. You know.
True that.
When I did live to max out, I'm like, yeah, I'm about to put up 335 and more. So I'm going in there with that, like, so I'm about to get it, yeah. But now it's like, I'm about to go in there and just keep my strength up.
Yeah.
Stay active, yeah.
I like it. So now you got 2 little girls.
Yes, sir.
Right. And
another one on the way.
Yeah, man. Girl, dad, supreme.
Yeah.
And your eldest baby, Callie, she just made 8, right?
Yep. Yes, sir.
And she's a baller. And she seems like she loves it too.
Yeah, she does.
Man, is it something that came naturally to her, or did you sort of push that on her a little bit?
Of course, I gotta go. You know, all basketball parents gonna get a goal.
Yeah.
We gotta go, but we never really just forced her into it. But I'm still active in like basketball right now. So like and when she was younger, I was in like man leagues around Fort Worth. So she'll come watch me play, and that's what I want to do. So like that's what she want to do.
When she decided that's what she wanted to do, did your mind go, okay, I'm gonna put you in this, I'm gonna put you in that, or was it like, no, I'm about to show you how to do this?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. More of show you.
Okay.
Show you because it's a lot of kids these days, especially where I'm at, they don't know the fundamentals. Like with her, she's 8. We started at 4. I gave her time, you know what I'm saying, to know her body kind of, learn her body. First thing we did, man, was working her form and then 1-2 layups.
Yeah.
1-2 layups, bro. The beginning, yeah. Because I coach now as well, and I'm coaching 6th, 7th, 8th graders who don't know how to do left, right, layup.
With the correct leg coming up.
Yes, with the correct leg.
Yeah.
I'm saying like my 5-year-old daughter knows how to do this stuff. Like, where did all this get lost? So you're basically showing her the game, fundamentals first. Back to your question, fundamentals first, showing her the game, and then after that, then we can play with it, step backs, swinging legs, this and that. But she got to learn the fundamentals first, right? You get the fundamentals down, then after that, sky's the limit.
Do you ever have to reel her back in because she getting a little bit too creative and like, nope, we're not there yet?
Yeah, she's shooting threes, pull up threes from the game, 10-foot goal.
She did post that video a couple weeks ago.
She's in the 2nd grade. She's supposed to be shooting on 8-foot goals still.
Uh-huh.
But she's 10-foot goals, pulling up threes, transition. Short, but hey,
short.
I love it. I love it because she got that mindset like, why not? Like,
would you say she is the one out of the 2 of your daughters that's most like you?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. She's like me, but she got her mom in her too. But my youngest one, that's Misha, all the way.
All the way?
Yeah, all the way.
But I'm going to tell you what's crazy is when I met both of them, your baby girl, Kyla, she was the friendliest one of the 2 out the gate. You know what I'm saying?
When you met or when you saw him again?
Great. You know what? Great point. It may have been the second time
Because when you
around.
saw him again, Callie probably already knew you,
She
so
did.
she gonna act the way she act. Like, but once you get around Kyla and get to know her, you're like, nah. Nah, that's she bad as fuck right there.
Listen, so far this visit, Callie been way friendlier than what I'm used to.
Yeah.
But we done seen each other a couple times.
Right.
And then she called me by my name one time. I'm like, I didn't even know you knew what's
Right.
going on.
Yeah.
I said, okay, we there now.
Yeah.
So you got your third baby girl coming, and I know, y'all gonna love her like no other.
Right.
But I know y'all been swinging for that boy.
Right.
Man. What's that boy grind been like, man? Trying to get it.
I say with this, me finding out I was having another girl it wasn't hard on me because I didn't have no expectations of getting a boy. I didn't have my hopes up
Right.
like I did my second one. Kyla, I had my hopes up. I had, oh yeah, I'm about to get this boy. It's lit. We
Right,
turned.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Find out it was a girl. Did ultrasound. Found out it was a girl. Hurt, man. Like, mad as fuck, bro. Like, man, she can stay in the stomach. Nah, I'm just playing. Nah, but yeah, I was mad, man. But finding out this newest baby was a girl, it wasn't that bad for me. Because it's a girl or boy. As long as it's healthy, it really don't matter. God's plan.
For
So.
sure. You said it was hard on somebody else's.
Yeah, it was hard on my wife. Yeah,
Yeah.
she got that phone call and just started crying, man, like somebody died or something.
So she wanted a boy too.
She wanted a boy. Yeah, she wanted a boy too. Yeah.
And I mean, she told me the other day I had to give her some grief about it. She like, we gonna try again.
Yeah.
I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah, we're gonna try again. That's the plan. Try again, but I don't want to be, keep
Yeah.
popping out all these girls.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? We got to get a reality TV show if
Come
that's
on,
the case,
man.
bro.
Listen, and I thought about it the other day because you got daughters and you got both a niece and a nephew.
Niece and nephew, yeah.
Niece and nephew. Oh yeah, you good and grown. You super parent.
Yeah.
That's dope. Speaking of parents, man, we wind on down. Talk about your grandmother's influence. She been on the scene for a long time.
like day one, like since birth.
Big
She was
personality.
she was over in Germany when I was born.
Okay.
So like she's been there since the start. Yeah. It almost like, cause she had two girls too, so I was kind of like her son, but grandson,
I know exactly what you
So I was her first boy in her life that she really loved and cared for, and I think, so I was her first grandson in her life. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
Yeah, I get it. And I just remember she used to spoil the hell out of you, man, growing up.
Yeah. That's the reason why. Yeah, I was the first.
And she was the number one fan too. She
Yeah,
would be all the game.
oh yeah. I would have to get on her, man. Calm down. Like she yelling, like everybody in the crowd, loud. This whole stadium, this whole place could be packed. You're gonna hear her.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna hear her. Get off my baby. Don't touch my baby.
Yeah.
All this and all that. But yeah, she loud, man. Loud. Yeah, calm down. Come on.
I love it, man. That's what's really good.
And still to this day, like when she come to visit us
Mm-hmm.
in Texas,
Right.
like when she goes to one of my men's league games, loud.
Oh, man.
Loud. I'm like, man, I'm grown. You don't need to do that no more. Like, just chill. Like, it's only like 10 people in the stand. Just chill.
And she's still heckling.
Yep. Same with her great granddaughter with Cali games. Loud. Get off my baby. I'm like, come on, man. I don't sit by her. I go sit somewhere else, man.
She still got the same energy now.
Same
she did
energy, yeah.
15 years ago.
Yep.
Man, that's hard. I hope your babies and everything love all that.
Oh yeah.
Got two more things to hit you with.
Yes, sir.
So I think, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe last February, that's when you and Misha tied the knot, got married, right? Am I right?
This past February.
This past February?
Mm-hmm.
Man, talk about what went into that. Because I'd be lying to you if I said that I didn't see that coming.
Right.
But, y'all did some things outside of what people would consider to be the uniform.
Right.
Y'all had both your babies before y'all got married. But now y'all married. But
Right.
it was always fam, and it's going to be that.
Right.
Talk about that journey leading up to you being like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do this. We're going to tie this knot.
We actually got engaged. I don't remember the exact year, but it was a few years back in Tulsa. I took her downtown, and we just never. I wasn't ready, if that makes sense.
It does.
To be married until probably last year when I finally was like, all right, you
Yeah.
know.
Did she know the engagement was
She's, huh?
Did she know the engagement?
Nah,
was
not at the time.
Good.
A few years back. But she always been more mature than me, and I've been playing catch up. Again, goes back to the youth in me. I'm young,
Yeah.
so she's always been like maturer than me. You know, so like I said, like communicates very well. She speaks her mind. I'ma keep it in. I'ma hold it in until a couple of days, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna tell you what's up. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna come out right then and there, and tell you what's up, and then it's squash. You know what I'm saying? Beef squash. You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't fucking with you, man.
You gotta hold on
yeah. Until like a couple of days, and then we good. But yeah, the timing, man, was ready. I was ready mentally. Again, my mom's that had impact in it as well. Growth.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically growth in me.
Just time.
Yeah, it was time.
I love that.
And a lot of people be like, "Oh, y'all been together this long, that long," but everybody not the same. You know, we end up going to college together the first year. But after that, we was away for 3 more years, separate, long distance relationship.
Yeah.
You know, and then a lot of people get married 2 to 5 years and end up being divorced the next year.
Yeah.
What's the point?
Right.
So, yeah, it was just timing. Yeah. You know,
I feel that. You didn't have nobody in your life putting pressure on you to make that move?
I did. I think that's the first time we got engaged. Well, it was only one, but that's why I did it, because I wasn't ready then. It was that, and she wanted a big ass extravagant wedding that we couldn't afford.
Yeah.
But it was more so I wasn't ready. But I'm hearing like, oh, we've been together 4 years, we've been together 5 years. All right, let me go ahead, get a ring and propose. Even though I'm not ready mentally, you know what I'm saying, growth, mature-wise. But I did it just because everybody else.
To you a little bit.
Yeah.
But it seemed like it all good and ends well. It happened the way
Oh yeah, it worked out. It's working out great, man. I love it. I love my family, man. I got 2 girls, another one on the way. Great wife.
For sure.
So yeah.
Solid. Man.
Yeah.
Here's how we wrap it up, man. Okay, so at any level of basketball, an opponent that you lost to had no business losing to. A game that you lost, a team that you were on, whether it's high school, AAU, JUCO, D1, y'all lost. It still bothers you, and if you could run it back, you're going back to that one.
That's I wouldn't say opponent that we lost to, that we shouldn't have lost to, but my senior year at Gardner Webb, I think it was my senior night. You know, my mom last game, watching me. She came out, we took photos. You know, the senior night gig. You know,
for sure. I always want to win those.
It was a close game. I think I ended up scoring 18, going for that 20. You know, 20 point mark. Missed 2 free throws.
Yeah.
Like damn. But yeah, that night, man, I think if any game, it would be that game. Get a W on our senior night. Because after that game, I was like, man, that's it, man. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, most definitely that game.
I feel that. Well, listen, bro. I thought I was really gonna have to like, you know, pull on you to make you do this, man. 'Cause I remember I asked you to do this.
Yeah. I think I was one of your first ones you asked, and I was like, nah, man, I wasn't. What was that? A year and a half ago, 2 years ago? When you.
I think it was further back.
Yeah, further back. Yeah, when you first started doing this.
We
Yeah,
talking like
it was like,
5 years ago.
yeah. Oh, damn.
And you were like, nah, I like what you're doing, but that ain't really me.
Yeah, that's part of me growing up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the growth of me, communication. You know what I'm saying? Because I was one of those non-communicate persons. So yeah, but yeah, that's the growth of me, man.
That's dope. Listen, man, you got a hell of a lot of depth to you, boy, and I wanted to explore that, and definitely I want people who listen and watch this to know some of the stuff that you done been through and dealt with. That you ain't just a cool guy for no reason.
Yes,
like,
sir.
It's some shit beneath the surface
Right,
that's
right.
worth listening to. So, you know, I love you, man. It's
Yes,
always.
And I want to send prayers out to Tim Smallwood, man.
For sure, man.
Yeah, for
What
sure,
that?
for sure.
God, dog. But man, listen, you enjoy the rest of that break. Y'all be careful
Yes,
going
sir.
back to Texas.
Yep. Appreciate me. Appreciate you. Delete that. You know what I'm saying?
We out.
Appreciate you. Be out. Be
My
good.